Greetings and welcome to this week's Golf Betting Show. It's Steve Bamford here from Golf Betting System. I take it that you are well. We're covering this week the 2018 Open Championship from Carnoustie. One of our biggest shows of the year, a major championship, of course. So shirt and tie, we've always got to look smart for the majors. And I know there will be lots of you viewing this show for the first time. The Golf Betting Show and golfbettingsystem.co.uk. We cover every European Tour, every PGA Tour, every World Golf Championship, and every major championship throughout the golfing calendar. Produce a show each and every week, the Golf Betting Show, and it's fantastic, or it would be fantastic, if you subscribe to the show. Want to smash through the 1,500 subscriber barrier this week, so please subscribe. Just make sure that when you do subscribe, you press your notifications button, and that way you will be messaged every week when we go to air with the Golf Betting Show. Also, would love some thumbs up. All of the likes that we get and the subscribers that we get send a fantastic message to Google and to YouTube. They help spread the word about the show. They help spread the word about the website, and that helps to keep all of our content free at golfbettingsystem.co.uk. We're talking betting previews. I'm about to go through Paul Williams' main tips for the 2018 Open Championship. He released them within half an hour ago, and I'm recording this Monday morning over here in the United Kingdom. We've got predictor models each week across the European Tour and the PGA Tour. I'll go through Paul's predictor model, statistical model, where you can actually use it yourself at home free of charge to come up with your own unique models. We've got tournament stats, first round leader stats. We have got a weekly podcast. I'll put a link through to all of this information beneath the screen here on YouTube. Just press the show more button or the arrow if you're watching this, the arrow which is over here on your mobile. Drop down box, there's links through all of our content for the 2018 Open Championship. All free of charge to you guys. So give me some likes, and of course, tell me who you are backing for the 2018 Open Championship at Carnoustie. Always love to read your thoughts on who's going to go well each and every tournament. Right, that's the introduction done. I'm going to quickly go into the predictor model this week, but before that, I'm going to just highlight a couple of key bookmakers that you're going to need for the 2018 Open Championship. Now, we have an exclusive deal at Golf Betting System with 888 Sport for the 2018 Open. And I'll just read you the exact details of what this is. 888 Sport are offering Golf Betting System readers or viewers an exclusive treble the odds on any player, any single bet. It has to be win only. It excludes each way bets at the 2018 Open Championship. This deal is for new customers only and is valid on your first bet. So you have to be a new customer with 888 Sport, and this is your first bet that you place with them after you make a deposit. No promo code is required when registering. Deposit £10 or €10 via a payment card. No e-wallet payments such as from PayPal are actually excluded from this deal. So please ensure that you deposit using a card. Then, once you've made your deposit, place your first win-only bet with a stake of £10 or €10 on any player in the 2018 Open Championship. When you select your player and you go into the bet slip, tick the 200% profit boost box within the bet slip, and you will receive treble the odds if they win, which is paid in withdrawable cash. It's for 18 and above only. Terms and conditions apply, which I'll put beneath the screen here on YouTube, and also a link through to that deal. So an 888 Sport exclusive for Golf Betting System readers or viewers. Treble the odds on your first bet for new customers at the 2018 Open Championship. We ran something very, very similar at the 2018 Masters, and it proved to be very, very popular with you guys. So it's a cracking deal with 888 Sport. The other bookmaker I'm going to highlight for the 2018 Open Championship is Paddy Power. And if you're a regular viewer, you'll know this, but for new viewers, Paddy Power are leading the way across the whole of 2018 when it comes to the amount of additional each-way places that are offered on the PGA Tour, the European Tour, the majors, the WGCs. They're leading the way. They're the best in the business for giving you additional each-way places. This week, they've gone 10 places each way at the Open Championship. The places are paid at a fifth of the odds. So 10 places each way with Paddy Power at the Open Championship. Again, there's a link beneath or in the description box beneath this video on YouTube. That will give you access to the new customer offer if you haven't got a Paddy Power account, which is a £20 or €20 risk-free bet on your first bet with Paddy Power. So, Paddy Power, 10 places each way at the 2018 Open Championship. Again, if you want to sign up to that new customer deal, the terms and conditions are available beneath the screen here on YouTube in the description box. So, two great deals with 888 Sport and also Paddy Power. Of course, if you already have a Paddy Power account, that 10 places each way is available for all customers. So, an awesome offer from Paddy Power at the Open this year. Right. This week's predictor model, which has been pulled together by Paul Williams. Paul Williams, our European Tour expert, always pulls together the main tips and the long shots for the Open Championship. And he helps to form his views on players by using our predictor model, which effectively is loads of statistics that you can use at home free of charge. And it's a fantastic model to take what you think is going to be important this week at Carnoustie and pull a huge field and make it more manageable in terms of numbers, statistically bringing players to the fore who you might want to be backing this week. This is Paul's top 10 from his published predictor model. 10 is Francesco Molinari, 33 to 1 available at Bet365. If I mention extended each or additional each way places, they're played at a 50 odds. There is one exception to that, which is Unibet, who are actually paying 6 places each way this week, a quarter the odds, the old traditional quarter odds on the place with Unibet. But anyway, Francesco Molinari, 33 to 1 with Bet365, 8 places each way, 50 odds. Jordan Spieth is at 9, 22 to 1 with Unibet, 6 places each way, a quarter the odds. Justin Thomas at 8, 25 to 1 with Unibet, 6 places each way, a quarter the odds. 7 is Ricky Fowler, 18 to 1 with Bet365, 8 places each way. 6 is Jason Day, 33 to 1 with Betfair Sportsbook, 8 places each way. 5, Rory McIlroy, 16 to 1 with Paddy Power, 8 places each way. 4, Brooks Koepka, 25 to 1 with Ladbrokes. 3 is Justin Rose, 16 to 1 with Bet365, 8 places each way. 2, Henrik Stenson, 30 to 1 with Bet365, 8 places each way. Number 1, Dustin Johnson, 12 to 1 shot, favourite, Bet365, 8 places each way. Dustin Johnson, Henrik Stenson, Justin Rose. Again, there is a link through to our Open Championship predictor model beneath the screen here on YouTube. Just press the show more button or the arrow if you're watching on a mobile. Okay. Carnoustie or Carnasty, 7,400 yards plus a par 71. It's a brute. The conditions this week are going to be proper Open Championship styling. And what I mean by that is brown fairways. We've had fantastic weather up here in the United Kingdom, across Scotland, Ireland. Had some fantastic weather over here. The ground conditions are unbelievably firm. So, we're talking, they were doing this at the Scottish Open last week when they were over 400 yard drives. The run on these fairways is going to be absolutely amazing. So that's point number 1. Point number 2 is looking at the forecast, and of course they're going to get clearer the closer that we get. I'm recording this Monday morning over here in the United Kingdom. The forecast is going to be quite cool, but it's going to be relatively dry. There might be the odd shower on Friday. But the wind is starting to build in terms of the forecast. It looks quite placid, quite tranquil on the Thursday, but Friday looks like 15 to 20 mile an hour winds, which on a firm, fast golf course is going to be punishing. And it's well renowned across the professional players that Carnoustie is the most difficult of the Open Championship venues. It's long. It's very well bunkered. there's trouble and out of bounds on a lot of the holes. We've got the Barry Burn that comes into play across the 3 closing holes. The closing holes here are well known as being some of the most intimidating, difficult holes in the world of golf. So this is not going to be easy. Had a chat with Paul this morning. Paul Williams, our European Tour expert. Where do you expect the winning score to be, Paul? He thinks anything under par this week, 1 under, 2 under, is going to be right at the top of the leaderboard. It's going to be this difficult this week. The greens at the moment look like lovely green tranquil islands when you're looking at the pictures that are coming out of Carnoustie, but they are going to firm out. There's no way that the R&A won't let those greens firm. Tie that in with the difficulty of the course, the wind that's going to be potentially building, and the firm and fast conditions. It's going to be a very, very tough challenge this week. And Paul has built that into his 5 picks this week. There's 2 treble odds picks this week from Paul, and he's also going for 3 shorter prices, but I'm going to go in reverse order. The first player we're going to highlight, this is Paul's tips, of course, again, beneath the screen on YouTube, in the description box, you can have a click through to Paul's main preview, which is very, very detailed, an excellent piece from Paul Williams. First man he's backing, it doesn't really need a lot of explanation, this bet. This guy is playing well, he's experienced the previous Open Championship, he's hitting greens for fun, he's just playing some superb golf on the PGA Tour. American, half a point each way, 250 to 1 with Betway. They have gone 8 places each way at 50 odds. Stuart Sink, and if you think about Sink, he won the major 2009 at Turnberry. That was in tough windy conditions, but it's his recent form that really steps out of you. 6th in 2007 when they played it here at Carnoustie. Back in 2013, he dipped as low as 333rd in the official World Golf Rankings. But slowly but surely, the odd top 10s moved him up. But this season, he seems to have had a real renaissance. Second to Bubba Watson at the Travellers Championship last month was his best result since winning the 2009 Open at Turnberry. And that followed on from an impressive 4th place at St Jude. Tough, horrible golf course. Last time out at the Quicken Loans National, he was 23rd, played some nice golf. But interestingly enough, driving accuracy ranked 9th in the field. Greens in regulation, he ranked 5th in the field. And we are absolutely adamant here at Golf Betting System, Paul Williams, myself, and Barry O'Hanrahan on the Golf Betting System podcast. We're absolutely adamant that scrambling this week is going to be critical, absolutely critical. He was 7th for scrambling at TPC Potomac last time out. So Stuart Sink, a hell of a lot of positives on him. Half a point each way, 250 to 1 with Betway. Another market you might want to look at him in, top American market. So Stuart Sink. Now, Paul is also going for another links specialist. I will warn you, the price I'm about to quote and the bookmaker I'm about to quote were accurate when Paul went to press earlier this morning, but that price has been obliterated. He's been backed in from pillar to post. Matthew Southgate, a point each way, 150 to 1 Paul got, with Coral 10 places each way at 50 odds. Well, that has long gone. There is 125 to 1 out there with smaller each way places available, but Southgate is just playing some great stuff. Over here in the UK, he is a links golf course specialist. He doesn't mind tough conditions, the 29-year-old, and he has been playing some really strong golf of late. He rewarded Paul a few weeks ago with a full each way place when he finished 5th at the Open de France a few weeks ago. He's finished 11th at the 2016 Open de France. He just likes these tough challenges, and of course he was in the top 10 at the Open last season. So a great links golfer, coming in with decent form, coming in under the radar relatively, played nicely at the Scottish Open and just settled down just beneath the first page of the leaderboard, which is perfect for Southgate because he doesn't put together top 10 finishes. But Matthew Southgate, a point each way, 150 to 1 with Coral. Paul managed to get on him. You can still get involved around about the 125 to 1 mark if you shop around for prices. So Southgate and Sink are Paul's longer shots. He's then gone for 3 at shorter prices. First one, and I'm amazed by the price. 2 points each way, 40 to 1 with Bet365. They've gone 8 places each way at 50 odds, Bet365. The reigning Masters champion, Patrick Reed. And if you want a major championship monster at the moment, there aren't many players that are performing more consistently and spectacularly in the majors. Second at the 2017 PGA Championship at Quail Hollow, which of course Justin Thomas won. He then went and won the 2018 Masters at Augusta. He then went to Shinnecock Hills, which was incredibly firm, incredibly fast, incredibly horrible on that inland links golf course there, and finished 4th position. He's just playing some fantastic golf, and he admits that he's just peaking now for the major championships, and he knows how to do it. His Open Championship record is decent enough. He's got a couple of top. He was 12th a couple of years ago at Royal Troon. There's another top 20 in there, and it was really clear last week at the Scottish Open. He started, I think it was 5 birdies in the first 6 holes at Gullane on Thursday. He was at the top of the leaderboard on Friday, and then it just eased away. And he said, he was open about it, the Scottish Open is not his target. The target, of course, is this week's Open Championship. So Patrick Reed, 2 points each way, 40 to 1 with Bet365, 8 places each way at 50 odds for the defending Masters champion. That is a very, very good price. Another player that plays well at Carnoustie, and a guy that needs to start playing for Ryder Cup reasons. A lot of people doubted he would ever win a major championship. Well, he put those doubters to bed last year when he won at Augusta. He won the green jacket. Sergio Garcia, 2 points each way, 33 to 1 with Unibet, 6 places each way, a quarter the odds. Paul is going Sergio, 2 points each way, 33 to 1. Who, of course, got into the playoff here in 2007 with Padraig Harrington. If he'd have parred the last, he would have won the tournament. He likes Carnoustie, though. He plays well here, and it was noticeable across his last 2 outings. He's been playing some terrible, terrible stuff in 2018. But BMW Championship, all of a sudden, hitting fairways, hitting greens out in Germany a few weeks ago. Then went to the Open de France, admitted he needed to start performing to get into the 2018 Ryder Cup team. He doesn't want to rely on a captain's pick, but at the moment he's going to have to. So these next few outings for Garcia are important, and you can see the momentum building. Played well at the Open de France, was right up at the sharp end. Come Saturday, he shot that fantastic low round on the Saturday to get right into the mix. Started with a treble bogey on the first on the Sunday, but still had an opportunity. He fought back on a golf course he'd never played before, an inland links though, and this is the whole thing with Garcia. He is an Open Championship animal. He plays his best stuff at Open Championships, and we know that he hits tons of greens, tons of fairways, hits it long. That is going to be an advantage this week at Carnoustie. They say the longer straight hitters here have a huge advantage. He plays well here. Garcia is also he scrambled particularly nicely at the Le Golf National a few weeks ago. 5th for scrambling and 6th for putting average. So the putter's warming. Everything shouts that Garcia could go extremely well, and he's going to be very motivated this week. So Sergio Garcia, 2 points each way, 33 to 1. He actually still had a chance at the Open de France coming on down the final hole. Birdie there would have got him into a playoff. He went for bust, and it went wrong, but still finishing the top 10. His golf is coming, and he needs to perform from a motivational perspective. He needs to perform from a Thomas Bjorn perspective. So Garcia, 2 points each way, 33 to 1 with Unibet, 6 places each way, a quarter the odds. These, of course, from Paul Williams. So he's gone Garcia, Reed, he's gone Matthew Southgate and Stuart Sink. His final tip, win only, 5 points to win, 12 to 1 with William Hill. He has gone for the world number 1, Dustin Johnson, who played some outstanding stuff at Shinnecock Hills. He, of course, won at TPC Southwind the week before the US Open. So he's finished first. In his last outing, he was third at the US Open. You just know with Johnson as well, he's got real major championship heritage. He's got fantastic Open Championship results. The course suits a fade. The course suits a player that's accurate off the tee and long. Well, he was superb with his driving at Shinnecock Hills. His greening regulation numbers were superb as well. He just fits the bill. In terms of his his major championship wins, only the one, of course, at Oakmont, and that, for a player of his ability, must be something that continues to motivate him, because that isn't enough major championships in terms of the ability that DJ has got. And Paul thinks 5 points to win at 12-1 with William Hill. He's the favourite, and Paul thinks that is for very, very good reason. He thinks he's going to win this week. He's got the ability to win, and he thinks he is going to have a superb challenge. 5 points to win at 12-1 with William Hill on Dustin Johnson. Backed up by Sergio, backed up by Patrick Reed, backed up by Matthew Southgate and Stuart Sink at fancy prices. All of this content from Golf Betting System, again, beneath the screen here on YouTube. Just press the show more button or the arrow if you're watching this on your mobile. Thanks for watching the 2018 Golf Betting Show covering the Open Championship from Carnoustie. Give us a thumbs up and subscribe to the show. Much appreciated. Enjoy the Open Championship.